This Sunday was the Super Bowl, right? We know about that. But Sunday was also my fiance's bridal shower.
Yeah.
Where, people buy gifts. It's a pretty intricate experience. I know going in, it was like a pretty big deal of planning and stuff, but then being a part of it, like the tail end of it, was also pretty interesting. But my fiance also decided that, hey, do you know what we should do on Saturday? Literally fucking everything in the universe possible, right?
What's up? All right, there we go. Took a bit. I don't know why. I took a really deep breath, and I was just like, think about what you're going to say before you say it.
Meditate live.
Welcome to the Joystick Show, episode 276, way later than anticipated, but we'll probably get to that pretty soon.
But hey, people say, hey, take a week off, take 2 weeks off. It doesn't fucking matter. Stuff we'll get into.
It's worth,
we perform.
As you guys have probably come to know, the Joystick Show airs every week on Team Joystick on Wednesdays, and I think we're breaking a record. I think this might be the latest we've ever filmed the show. We're filming it on Wednesday night.
Hey, we're not. Hey,
not professional.
No, it's not. I don't know if that's the word.
We're figuring it out.
we're in the workshop phase of our year 5 podcast.
You know how it be.
Yeah.
We'll get to it actually in a second, why we did not have any time available this weekend to shoot the podcast. But before we do that, you could help us out, maybe like this episode, this very, very late episode of the Joystick Show. You could feel free to subscribe to the channel. That's those are the two things you could do to support us at the moment.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, enough of the teasing. We had a pretty stacked weekend. I mean, let's be for real. You had a pretty stacked weekend of schoolwork and.
Let's get into this.
Go for it.
Let's get into this. So this was my week, right? So Friday, I'm doing all of my homework for my college class for the upcoming week because I don't want to deal with that shit.
Smart.
Reflection. I had to write a whole ass lesson plan. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. That's weird stuff. I'm not used to it. Anyways, this Sunday was the Super Bowl, right? We know about that. But Sunday was also my fiance's bridal shower.
Yeah.
Where, people buy gifts. It's a pretty intricate experience. I know going in, it was like a pretty big deal of planning and stuff, but then being a part of it, like the tail end of it, was also pretty interesting. But my fiance also decided that, hey, do you know what we should do on Saturday? Literally fucking everything in the universe possible, right? So right off the bat, she's like, hey, let's, I'm going to go into the city to try on my wedding dress,
Okay.
And I'm coming, even though I'm not allowed to see the dress, right? Not allowed to experience that at all. But I would have to go into the city on my own, which I said, I don't mind. But they insisted, you're getting in the car with us, this and that, whatever, right? So I have to wake up at like 7:30 on a weekend, right? 8 a.m. on a weekend, which it's okay to like wake up in bed and then still be in bed for an hour on the weekend to do that, but then to be up and have to move and go do shit, right?
Yeah.
But I got to meet, what's his name? Fucking Randy, is that his name from Say Yes to the Dress?
Really?
Yes. So when you walk into Kleinfeld's and you walk in, there's a big giant fucking sign. It's like one of those, like, I don't know if you've ever been in the city, and it's like those, like that, like kind of glass. It's like not see-through. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
like tempered glass.
Yeah, so it's a tempered glass sign that basically says, walking into Kleinfeld's, you authorize us to film you in any capacity whatsoever. And I'm like,
and it's because of that fucking show.
Yes. I don't know if they were filming at this point, but basically I'm sitting in the waiting room, just watching YouTube on my phone, continually doing assignments or whatever. And then all of a sudden I see fucking Randy come out. He's got like a whole camera crew behind him, and he's like, "Hey girlies," and I'm just like, everyone's like, ah! And I'm just like sitting there with my headphones, like, just. And there was a waiting room downstairs, but I was afraid I'd still be able to like see Marianthi, or like I would be like too close, you know, and it's like very like tight down there. The waiting room is weird, and the waiting room upstairs is like a giant hotel lobby essentially. And he's like asking, it's like, who's the brides? Raise your hand, blah blah blah. And he's explaining how the whole process works, this and that, like hyping them up. And he's like, girls, raise your hands. You're Taylor Swift tonight, and everyone else, you're Swifties. I'm sorry to break it to you. And I'm just sitting there like, that's not even a good comparison. All the girls are like, oh my, like he knew his demographic, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I did not have the energy to match that at 10:30 in the morning. I really did. It might have even been earlier. I don't remember. But after that, we had the glorious time to then buy like clothes because, you know, I needed clothes for Sunday and, you know, teaching, all that. After that, we then have a cooking class where I learned how to make Chinese dishes.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you ever need some fucking wontons, some dumplings, some
appreciate
noodles,
that.
we did hand-pulled noodles,
Look
bro.
at that.
You just fucking pull the noodle. You just go like that, and it fucking goes like 3 times. You're like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
I could do that at home, and you can. It's just, you know, a lot more work that they did for us.
How do you think our ancestors did it, Dylan? How do you think your Irish ancestors made their wontons and their dumplings? They're doublings. See what I did there? See what I did there?
This is I don't like where this is.
I'd like
going.
to take a pause and thank everybody for the joke of the week. Thank you.
And then
let's just break down real quick. You know, Dylan was just saying that he was making dumplings at his Chinese class, and Dylan is Irish. So the capital of Ireland is Dublin. So the closest thing that I could think, Dublin. It's a doubling.
Hello, welcome to How to Chinese. That's what I'm thinking about now. But yeah, we made that. We made some Chinese broccoli. We made like a weird like mango pudding dish that like wasn't that good. I feel like we should have let it like get more gelatinous and hard. So it was like more of like a mango flan kind of situation. Okay. That would have been better. But hey, we got a free wok out of it. That was like that's why we did it.
Bro, walk and roll.
Because we had this gift card for like 1.5 years for this cooking class, and finally we got a wok. But it's 2 of us, so now we have 2 giant fucking woks, which we're gonna keep one and we're gonna use because it has a flat bottom, so we actually can use it on our stovetop. So that's pretty hype. And then I had we had a double date after this.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I know. I was like it was like out in the cold too, and it was like kind of like a dome that was like a heated dome, but it was still cold because it was like 8 degrees. I had a good time, but it was just like, you know, it's way too cold for anyone to do anything right now, and we were doing everything. Day after that, bridal shower, right? Do you know what I had to do as a man for the bridal shower?
What did you have to do?
Nothing.
Yeah, I know.
I don't gotta do shit.
We picked up flowers at like 3:30 and then showed up mad
late.
Yeah,
the flowers weren't ready, but hey, you know, they were like, this is how we always do this, and I'm like, yeah, so how come I pre-ordered it though?
We had your bachelor brunch.
Yeah,
shout outs to Jose, groomsman of the year for sure. Yeah. Definitely showed up on time. By that,
Joey, who messaged me at 6 a.m. to say he couldn't come, and then went, oh, never mind.
That was the funny part. So Joey texted you early telling you that he couldn't go to the brunch, and then you texted me at some point. You were like, okay, yeah, we're almost there. Joey's not coming. And I was like, but he posted a video in our group chat saying that he could come. So the communication was just all kinds of bonkers that day. But that being said, the brunch was very nice. That food was kind of...
that place is a very underrated place. Yeah, they do a prefix menu too. I didn't have them bring it out.
Shout outs to Park Place. Yeah. Delicious food in New Hyde Park. I had the drunken chicken parmesan. That shit was amazing.
They got a good chicken parm. They got a good burger. They got good steak.
I know a lot of people are saying good things about the burger, and I was looking at that on the menu too. I was like, damn, I might have to revisit this place. But yeah, the brunch was great. That was awesome. It was nice to hang out with Corey for a bit. You know, probably. Yeah,
whenever we get my brother out, it's a good time.
Probably the 3rd time I've ever seen him, but it's always great when I get to hang out with him. It's great. Get to talk about you. I always think it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like, tell me some shit from Dylan's past, but I don't know what it is. Like, Corey is like, and you probably know this because
he's my bride. I grew up with him.
Yeah. But like, you know, on the outside, he looks like he's gonna be mean. I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? But then he talked to me. He's like, he's a fucking sweetheart.
He's the nicest. Yeah,
he's so nice. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'd ever think that because you're nice, your parents are
Yeah.
nice, you know what I mean? But I think it's just like the voice.
Yeah.
It's also like very like, yeah, you know, fucking Dylan, I did this thing, fucking. I'm like, whoa, you know. But and then Dylan's over here like, I watch sports. You know, it's just a very different vocal timbre, I guess.
Yeah.
But
we're talking about the same thing. It's like also
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
Like
100%.
we'll be talking about something and we're like, oh, we're going back, and it's like, oh, but yeah. Good stuff. And then afterwards, we get the flowers. We pull up, get like the last 45 minutes of the bridal shower experience.
We got to crash the bridal. It was funny when we got there. My mom jokingly texted me. She asked me. She said, "Is Jerry's date pretty?" And I was like, "Technically, I'm Jerry's date, so yeah, she's very pretty."
That's very funny. But yeah, and then after that, we got to enjoy the main experience.
Which
of
was
the day, which is the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl Sunday at Marianti's house. Shout outs. Beautiful house, might I add.
Yep, aka my house, but you didn't get to see it.
I know.
I was trying. You want to use the bathroom? We'll play switch bowling. No one needs to know.
Nah, shout outs to Marianti's family. Not that I didn't know already, because I can tell just from like the stories and even just from like Facebook pictures that like you'll post or Marianti will post. Like they seem the type of family that are very accustomed to like having guests and like hosting events and stuff like that. And they were very, very like incredible the entire time. Shout out to Marianti's mom who made that entire fucking spread of food.
Yeah.
And then those ribs, yo, like
it's
everybody I talked to, including myself, I was like, these ribs are insane, bro. Just falling right off the bone. The wings were good too.
Yeah.
I feel like they were underrated.
Her dad made the wings.
Oh, look at that. What's her dad's name? Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to remember it. Okay. I'm
It's
locking it.
the Greek version is Mikhail or Mikali.
Mikali.
Yeah, but
Interesting. Is there a Greek
Michael.
Dylan or no?
No. Papu calls me Dilis.
Dilis.
But that's just like a made up thing he does. It's not a real name.
And Papu's grandpa.
Yeah.
And Papa's father.
Papa, yeah.
Yeah. I'm learning Greek, by the way.
Yeah.
It's all Greek to me.
Bobby's got like 75% of Greek already, and it's actually crazy.
Yeah,
and,
I joked around on the last episode of podcast. I was like, "Fuck around and watch me learn Greek in 2 weeks," and I've shockingly
you did it. You
kept up with a lot of stuff. Yeah. I read Dylan's shirt earlier. I'm not gonna pretend like I remember what it is, but based on phonetics, hear me out, right? The Greek alphabet is crazy.
It's
so
weird,
they'll show you a letter.
I still have trouble.
Yeah, they'll show you a letter, and you'd be like, "That's what that is," but it's not what that is. So, so like, if I wanted to read the top line of your shirt, but like how I know the letters, it'd be like Zapuyevek, right? Or
those aren't even the letters.
No, yeah, those are it's a different alphabet.
Yeah, they just look like the letters.
But now I know that X's are ch, you know, or like have a slight ch, right? P's are R's.
Like imagine a CH, but you know.
Yeah, that little U at the line at the front of it, those are M's, and the V's are N's, and that little C at the end is an S. So when you pronounce it, it's Charumenes. Right?
That's fucking perfect.
There you go.
That's literally perfect.
It's fucking weird. And this was a skill I did not have a week ago, but now I can read Greek phonetically. It's still going to be a while before I actually know what the fuck Harumenes means, right?
Yeah.
But you know, I'll get there.
That's the hard part. Like I learned how to read it, and then I was like, oh, you have to know the vocab to know what the fuck it is.
And I'm thirsty.
You know?
Yeah. It's like the first thing I learned how to say, but it comes in fucking handy. It means I would like some water. I would like the water, technically. I guess it's thaithalanero, technically. If you don't want to. The water. It sounds so formal, but.
Yeah, honestly, Greek is almost like Italian or Spanish, where like you can cut some stuff out and people will know what you're talking about. Like there's times where I've missed like the I, he, she kind of thing, and everyone like they'll be like, "Oh, that was really good. It's actually this."
That's tricky though. Yeah, like the autos, auti. Like I still don't fully understand the conjugation aspect.
Yeah, the conjugation is tough. I just kind of try to get close. Yeah, it's a little bit like Spanish where you're changing.
Listen,
a vowel.
I'm not trying to be a fluent Greek speaker, a Greeker. But I am trying to, work my way around conversations with you and your wife eventually, or your future wife.
Yeah.
But after this is done, I am gonna full send Spanish so that hopefully by the end of the year I'm speaking some fluent Spanish.
Yeah, let's do it.
The Joystick show is gonna we're switching languages.
We could do it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Joey's gotten very good. Jerry already knows it. You know a lick of it.
Jose
would just have to replace me, and then.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it would be all five of us, honestly. And then when we get fucking tired, we're like, have to tap out. But yeah, fucking Bad Bunny. Let's fucking swing it into that.
Well, I was actually gonna leave that for last because that was probably the best part. But
that's quick, like what a perfect time when you have a game that's so shit.
That's so ass.
And well, I mean the Patriots are shit. Let's be more honest with it. But yeah, when you have that and then have everyone just look forward to the halftime show, it was nice. It was
awesome. It was a great show. Shout out to Bad Bunny. I mean, it's weird to say things like this because I don't want them to ever come across as disingenuous, but I felt represented watching that show. And it was in the little things. Like, I know it broke the internet, but that famous shot of the kid asleep on the 3 chairs at the party, like, that is every Hispanic kid I've ever known, myself
he literally
included.
did a one-for-one recreation of Grand Street in Williamsburg.
Literally,
that is...
I mean, like, one thing that blew my mind in particular was there's a quick part in the halftime show where, don't get me wrong, there's all kinds of imagery, the piragua stand, the coco, all that shit, right? But what I loved was there's a part where he's like walking next to a jewelry store, and it's like the jewelry case, and it has like that really old school like red velvet background and shit. And you don't know how many jewelry stores I walked into with my dad on Graham Avenue that looked exactly like that, to the point where I was like, shit, man, like, this is my childhood. And I always say, not to go on an extra tangent, but it does feel kind of interesting being someone who was able to grow up in Bushwick and Williamsburg, like pre 05, 06, when it started to get more gentrified, because I remember it as being very different, like a way more colorful place and a way more like cultural place. Yeah. But now you go down and it's like, oh, that Chinese restaurant is now a fucking
Sweet Green.
Whole Food. Yeah,
no, it's literally it's like Sweet Green, Chipotle, Kava. Yeah, you got all these brands, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
What happened to Grandma's house?
All you have left is fucking the Chinese Puerto Rican combo spot. That's like the only thing. Everything else is gone. You're like, what?
But shout outs to Bad Bunny. But like, aside from the representation and the cultural aspect, the guy makes bangers. Like, it's hard to disagree with that.
I have I could thought whatever. I have the dean of the main school that I teach at. He every day apparently he's been calling random teachers and just playing or singing Bad Bunny. And by the way, this is like this guy looks like he could be part of Coldplay. You know, like he's not like, you know, he's a dean, so he has to be mean, but he's like the nicest. Yeah. You know, he's like the fucking a nice like Italian white guy, like, you know, and he just called people just playing it over the phone, and I did it, and she looked at me, and the teacher thought I was in on it, and she was like, what the I'm like, I wasn't me. I'm like, I didn't do it. He said, hey, give Mrs. whatever the phone. He's gonna start playing fucking it's like the
fucking hilarious. He's just so hyped. He feels represented. Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, it was a good show. Shout outs. It was also very fun to hear, you know, the far right's reaction to it afterwards. Donald Trump wrote that incredible tweet, just, you know, denouncing it and calling it just the worst halftime show he's ever seen in his life. Yeah. We completely missed out on Turning Point USA's halftime show with Kid Rock. Thankfully, I got to see Jon Stewart cover it the day after on The Daily Show. But
yeah, I mean, Look, I had a busy day. I'm okay. I missed out on that. One thing I'm very sad I missed out on, and they purposely put it before, is the Puppy Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl. I forgot about that.
The Puppy Bowl. They decided, they were like, hey, you know what we need? More disabled animals. So there's a lot of homies on wheels, and it's a good time. And there's also a few dogs that are just like, nah, and then they just go sit in a corner and lick themselves. They're like, I'm not fucking doing this.
They're on the bench, bro.
Yeah, they're on the bench. Exactly. That's the way I think of it. I'm like, yeah, bro, they're kind of special teams, you know. That's the kicker, bro. Yeah, I could segue this into some sports. Do you know about some sports?
What is sports?
The Olympics.
I do know about the Olympics.
The Olympics. I guess this is the Olympics podcast because all this shit has passed already. Yeah. But shout outs to the Olympics. No one really cares because too much is going on. Too much is happening in the world. I know internationally the Winter Olympics is big. It's where all the cold countries can kind of hold, like Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Switzerland, Austria.
Russia.
They're going insane. Well, Russia's not allowed to compete.
Really?
Yeah, Russia. Israel allowed to compete. I mean, it's not a big deal because Israel doesn't really do winter sports. Yeah. They're not good at that. They can't stand.
You're telling me Israel's skeleton team isn't like the greatest countries?
There's so much potential for jokes. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna.
No.
You know, I'm not gonna go down
The shalom slalom.
Yeah. That was right there. That was literally right.
So let me
there.
break down that joke for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so shalom is a common greeting amongst. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go on that tangent. We were one joke.
But yeah, I think the Winter Olympics is always shittier than the the summer.
The regular Olympics. Yeah, I know it's the Summer Olympics, but it's the regular.
But
they weren't fucking. Yeah. They weren't mogul skiing with a gun in ancient Greece. Like, let's be for real. They weren't curling.
Yeah,
they were wrestling and they were doing that fucking pancration
niche.
Shit. You know,
for a thing that like 1.5 billion people watch or something. It's so niche.
It is.
Like, it's like the rich of the rich. It's supposed to be like amateur athletes, but everything takes like millions to do.
And you know what I've noticed, right? Like, if you jump to the Summer Olympics. So many sports, so many games that are covered, right? I mean, to the point where we have like American sports, like we see basketball, we see soccer. They just announced that we're gonna have flag football in the upcoming Olympics. Aside from that, we are starting to get more obscure ones like skateboarding. Mm-hmm. We get track and field. We have weightlifting and wrestling and boxing. Granted, they took that one away, but I feel like for whatever reason, the hypest two when it comes to the Summer Olympics are swimming and gymnastics.
Yeah, those are like the big tickets. I think part of it is because we're in America.
And when it comes to the Winter Olympics, the hypest one is almost always figure skating.
Yes.
So it's like, why are you know what I mean? Like, you feel like you're going to engage in all these like more, like, how would I say, like just more engaging sports like downhill skiing or even curling, right? But instead you end up watching figure skating, and I don't mean this in like a why, because I watch it too, and I'm like, fuck yeah, she hit that triple axel.
Did you see the
left cat,
fucking flip a dude did?
I did not.
He did like a front flip or some shit. I don't even know, but he did like not even moving fast, just standing still, does a flip with no momentum, and I'm like,
wow.
I was like, oh, that's just something you do now. It's like It's like we're evolving it. But this is the thing. I would say that Winter Olympics, firstly, a lot of people I feel like are watching it because a lot of stuff is dangerous.
Yeah.
Nothing's really that. I mean, you can get hurt in the Summer Olympics. Mm-hmm. You could drown, I guess, also, right? But it's not like that dangerous. Yeah. Whereas some of these fucking winter, like Bob said, luge skeleton already fucking terrifying. Mm-hmm. Anything on ice is sharp and anything could cut you. The downhill skiing, we've had like 3 people break their legs in.
You heard about
Lindsey
Vonn?
Yeah, mm-hmm. That shit was crazy.
She had to get airlifted out to a hospital.
Yeah, everyone. That happened multiple times already. The qualifiers, bro. People were going down.
I think it was like 8 years ago that the bobsled dude from Georgia hit the column and just died straight up. It's deceptively dangerous.
Runs. Yeah, there's sometimes where people get injured and they can't even compete, and it's like we have 6 people because the other 2 people got injured in training. You know?
I feel like people see the snow and they're like, oh, okay, if they fall, it's just snow. It's like, yeah, but they're traveling at upwards of 70 miles per hour.
And it's like
on
artificial
speed
snow. It's either artificial snow or ice also. Mm-hmm. So you're like, it's the padding.
You don't know how much powder is on
it's
top.
not natural. Like, some parts are like in the mountains, but it's not crazy. But the premier sports in Winter Olympics, I do love though.
Yeah,
I do really like. Hockey is hype. Literally, NHL takes off for like 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. This is their thing. They don't have an All-Star game when they have this because they all go to the Olympics. Everybody plays. It's like super cavalier in that way. What you said, figure skating. That's like a big one. I'm a big fan of like the slope style. It's like the downhill, but there's like grinding and flips and stuff. That's sick. It's basically X Games.
Yeah.
So that's fucking great. I like that. And is that it? Right? Like,
I like curling. Curling's pretty fucking
curling's fine. It's obviously that's background.
Got the fucking broom.
What was I just watching? Do you know about the triathlon at the Winter Olympics?
No.
Do you know about this? So it is basically multiple different types of skiing, and then they have to get off the skis and start shooting targets. And it's like,
I have seen
it's
that.
so awkward that they're like literally they've gone miles, like uphill, downhill, and all this stuff, and then they've got to get off.
Yeah, I have seen that. It's actually pretty cool.
And then they're like, she's lost 1 minute shooting the gun, and it's like not that hype, but you're like, damn, she's really losing a lot of time here. This is pretty impressive. There was a Haitian guy who he didn't get medal. He didn't get anywhere close to medaling.
Wouldn't expect him,
but he did well. You know, he finished the race, and everyone was like, ah! And he was like, you know, calm the fuck down. I get it. I'm Haitian. You know,
we don't have snow.
Yeah. I'm really, again, like, I feel like I had more sports where I was like, oh, this is, but there aren't many. Speed skating's fine, but it's like 2 minutes. It's like so fast.
I got snow angels. I got snowball fights. There's
snowman making contest. Speed snowman making contest.
Speed snowman, yep.
Hot chocolate making.
Yep.
Pouring hot chocolate on yourself.
The igloo off, you know?
The igloo off, bro.
Why don't they let me run the Winter Olympics? It would be that much more whimsical.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we leave you outside. Let's who survives. Yeah, I mean, we named all of the pipe, the snowboard, but
the half pipe.
Yeah.
Like we name it, or are you just asking what it's
called?
No,
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The half pipe.
Yeah.
Awesome. What it's called.
Yeah.
Shout outs.
But it goes downhill. It's cool.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Slightly downhill half pipe. Yeah. So like
half pipe tunnel. I don't know.
Whatever. I don't know.
But yeah, I think I just showed everyone in live form that the Summer Olympics are better, but you know.
The Summer Olympics are better. I like how you started this whole off with like, I know the Summer Olympics are better, but the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, I know, but then as you saw, I couldn't think of more than like 3 sports that I was like, oh, I really want to watch that. Like, not really.
Maybe we just have to like lend the Winter Olympics some of the Summer Olympics. Like, do we need to do javelin in the summer?
Yeah, we do.
It could just stick out of the snow. That'd be sick.
We
don't even have to mark it.
I think we could just have winter versions of the sports.
400-meter dash. We ice the track.
Yeah, it's just we put a skin on it. You know, we bought the winter skin from the store, and now we're placing it onto the summer game.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
I like it. Right. I like to do like the White Rapids kayak, but it's like all icy and dangerous, bro. It's fucking people are throwing snowballs at you. Let's do it.
Let's run the Winter Olympics. Yeah. Yes, I'll put in a letter with the committee and try to get approval.
We could probably do like a youth one if it's not too dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah.
It will be too dangerous, but
sign a waiver. We're good.
Yeah.
Get a lawyer involved.
Sounds good. Let's recommend music, shall we?
Yeah, I think we should.
Bit of a shorty wordy one, just so I can edit this and get it out.
Can I go first?
Of course you can.
So, I'm gonna pick a song from the band formerly known as Injury Reserve. One of their members passed away a few years ago, so now they go by Storm is the name.
They go by Storm?
They go by Storm.
By Storm.
I didn't want to stutter a bunch.
Got you.
The song I'm picking is Double Trio 2. I don't know what to categorize it. It's like almost like schizophrenic rap. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like if you ever heard like Billy Woods?
No.
Or like
But I'm getting like Death Grips.
It's a bit tamer. The beats are very death grippy. The song is like jazzy, and then it's like a jazz. Like imagine almost like a Rick Ross jazz sample, but like really fucked up.
Okay.
And then at the end, a saxophone solo just takes over the whole song, and you can't even hear what he's rapping anymore.
Cool.
But yeah, great album, really good.
Fire.
Yeah.
My jam of the week is gonna go to a song that I heard today. It's called Portal. Indecisive by the band Monotypes.
Very good.
Showed Dylan earlier. It is very good. It's a good band, good song. I think they're from Ireland. Told Dylan earlier I can't find anything else about them, but other than that, the song is fantastic. It's great and it jams. All right. Thanks for watching this episode of the Joystick Show.
That's a show.
That is a show.
Nice.
Again, we apologize for the lateness and for the shortness, but this doesn't happen often.
Whatever.
The show will go on, and the show does go on.
Whatever.
So catch us next week when we have a regular one on, and hopefully the boys are back.
Yeah.
Feel free to like this episode. Feel free to subscribe, like I said earlier on. And let us know who you think is going to win the Super Bowl that happened last week.
Yep.
I bet it's going to be the Seahawks.
Yeah, throw us a follow on Turning Point USA.
No. Don't do that.
What's the other one? If it's like a something fight something, I don't know.
What?
There's like a bunch of like right-wing social media.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though social media is like flooded with bullshit, there's this idea that like these are like the pure social media sites.
Yeah. So follow us on all the right-wing
Yeah.
social media sites, especially
there.
Grindr. So
Yeah.
we'll catch you.
Can we?
Yeah.